My name's Joshua Hordern. I'm the Professor of Christian Ethics at the University of Oxford and a Fellow of Harris Manchester College. The Oxford collaboration on theology and artificial intelligence came from a question, a desire, a hunger that an AI engineer had for an oath. They saw that there was a Hippocratic oath for medical professionals, and they wanted something similar for their work, for their vocation, so that it could be guided and directed for a future which is good for all of us. And so we got together a multidisciplinary team across a range of fields in humanities and medical sciences and engineering, and with expertise from outside the university in order to shape that oath. It was from private sector and public sector, from a wide variety of disciplines, so we can create something really good which will help all of us. An oath is needed because it makes personal that commitment to develop the field of AI in ways which will be good for everybody. An oath goes alongside codes of ethics, other ways of thinking and reasoning about the field of AI. It's different than those things. It's a performance. It's a public commitment that you and those who you're taking the oath with will commit to that better future in order to shape your reasoning, your thinking, your work in this space for the good of all of us. The oath will work in the real world because it's been written, it's been designed, it's been road tested with those working in all sorts of practical settings, as private settings, public, corporate, academic settings where AI is in use. And we really think that that process of refining it, of thinking it through, means it will connect with the concerns, the aspirations, and the caution which some people have about work in this field. Over the centuries, over the millennia, faith, theology, religion has had a part to play in the way that technology has developed, not without many problems, but also with many advantages. Thinking today about the way the technology industry develops, we know that faith and religion, theology plays a large part in many of the communities, the populations around the world. And so it's really important to think about those commitments when we're developing an oath like this. An oath, historically, has had many religious connotations, so it's important to draw on that wisdom, on that background, in order to understand the kinds of commitment, the kinds of belief, the kinds of affection, that is hope and fear and wonder, which can help to shape our way of approaching AI in the future. What the Oxford Oath offers to those who take it is a way of thinking, a way of reasoning, a way of examining attitudes and commitments in the field of AI. Those who take it will be committing themselves to that careful reasoning process as to how these important technologies will develop in the future. What's been amazing and really exciting in the last year building up to this workshop has been the level of excitement and energy which has grown around the idea of an oath. And as we've gathered in the last couple of days to actually put it together, to think about the preamble and all the commitments which will go to make up the oath, is to see how tensions and difficulties and challenges have been resolved. And we've found areas of consensus and agreements which can take us forward and really serve the whole community with this work. Christian theology offers a huge amount to the field of AI, and especially AI engineering, which is what we've been focused on in the last couple of days. Christian theology offers a way of thinking about this oath that we've been developing, because it helps us to think about vows and promises and commitments, all of which are ideas and thoughts which are very native to Christian thought. And so if we're trying to think about bearing fruit from this work in the future, as we develop this oath, Christian theology will continue to provide that discipline to help to think about the vocation of engineers as a sacred calling, because they offer so much of blessing to the world, but also they realise many of the risks and dangers attendant on these technologies. We think that theology offers a wonderful resource to help us to develop this work into the future.